I don't know. I mean, I think that the attractive component of this was probably that the base was so localized and that we could target stuff and provide functionality for users on such a granular level. So people from Harvard can get specific stuff, both functionality and, I guess, advertising that's targeted to people at Harvard, and we have so much data about what people are doing on the site and how people are using it that it just makes it so that we can really enhance the experience and target stuff towards those people in ways that no one else has really been able to do before.
Can you talk about some ways that you're doing that? And I guess advertising is the model?
Advertising is the model, but I don't think we've arrived at what the final advertising solution is going to be. So right now, we're more focused on just building out the site and building features. And I mean, right now, almost 70% of our users come back every day, which is kind of ridiculous. And I mean, if we can keep that up for any period of time, then that's awesome. You know, and I don't necessarily expect to be able to keep that up permanently, but I mean, if we can keep that going, then that's really good. So that's the focus now.
70% of all your users are going back daily, every day,
Yeah.
or logging on twice a day.
I don't know how many times they're logging on.
How long are they staying?
Well, I think the ComScore numbers just came out for this month, and I think
Well, you had about 8 million unique visitors, I saw that.
Well, I think that the time spent on the site was just around the highest on the internet. But I mean,
so. Higher than
yeah.
MySpace, I believe.
I don't swear by those numbers, so I don't know, but yeah.
It's a good number to have. It's good to have them spend time on your site. Now, just MySpace, since I guess I brought it up. Now, a lot of investors view your companies as rivals, competing with each other. Can you work with MySpace? Are you complementary? Will your users graduate from the Facebook to MySpace, or will they graduate from MySpace to the Facebook, or are they?
Well, I think that there might be a little of both, but I think it's really unclear what's going to happen right now. I mean, I think that a lot of people view us as competitors, but I think that a lot of people use both sites, and a lot of people switch between them somewhat interchangeably. And I mean, they're both growing really quickly, and it's unclear where it's going to go. I know that right now, the core demographics on each of the two sites are somewhat different. So we have this huge base of college students, whereas they're probably stronger in the high school market and outside of college. But we're also growing in our high school product, which we just launched, which is growing really quickly. And I think that they're probably trying to get some college students to sign up for theirs as well. So, I mean, it's unclear what's going to happen. My guess is that if everyone is on one of these two, but they're not on the same one, then combining them could make a really valuable asset. But I think that in the meantime, we're both trying to just figure out what's going on.
Okay, last question I have to ask you. Dropped out of Harvard last year, so how old are you? When are you going back to school?
Well, that's unclear. I am 21, but I finished my sophomore year and came out to Palo Alto, fully expecting that I'd actually go back to Harvard in the fall, but didn't quite make it after Peter put his money in. But we started building a company instead, and got a little sidetracked. But fortunately, Harvard lets you take indefinite periods of time off.
Yeah.
So, if this ever falls through, I'm back at Harvard.